Now, I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis.
Hey ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Ogolo, Mhlongwane aka Miss Fearful Girl, reporting back for entertainment. If it's your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and of course hit the bell. I absolutely love it. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram instead or Mhlongwane, okay? So anyway, today we're going to be talking about Dr. Musa, who, I mean, it's the first time ever me talking of him. Obviously, you guys know that I only talk about people that bring shit drama, honey, and he's not one of those people, honestly. So I'm quite shocked that this is happening to him. But yeah, there's drama and there's mgozi there, so sida, honey, sida. So anyway, this is what Dr. Musa Mtombeni said. He said, well, if you do not know him, you guys, that's his picture. He is I know that he's also a presenter called Trending SA, and he was obviously on your TV for the longest time. So anyway, if only 90 probably won't understand, only know him maybe from Trending SA, and he is actually a doctor, you guys, like a medical doctor. So Mugai did study. So basically he posted this red beautiful Volvo car that he just bought. It's quite strange, you know, you never see too many black people buy a Volvo, and I know someone will be like, what? It's the truth, okay? Go argue with your toes if you think that I'm lying, but you guys know that is the truth. It's like there's certain cars that are just not really for, like, not even to say there's a car that is for a certain race, but there are certain cars that, like, you know, blacks are just not really too much into, and I'll give you guys an example. It's like Volvo is one of them, Peugeot was one of them. Is I've heard people say Peugeot. I drive one, but it's not really common amongst like us blacks and stuff like that. So I always get the beep and whatnot from white people, because there's only white people that drive Peugeot here except for me and my husband. So they always kind of like confuse us, like mix us to think it's that person. Then after that they're like, oh, you know, when I'm driving past, and obviously like I'm just so used to it now. But I guess you guys will understand what I'm basically saying. So what he said was, when your mates congratulate you with the red long stem roses for your Red Riding Hood baby, hashtag 40 bringing sexy back. Oh, hashtag V40 bringing sexy back. Now guess who actually commented on that? It was Clement, who you guys do know. He acts on I forgot the name of that soapy. I'll write it somewhere here. And he actually, that's him, by the way. I'm sure if you see him you'll immediately know. And then he says that and I am sure it's someone who hasn't experienced the real Musa Mtombeni, Mtombeni yet. So he went out there and basically said his full name. And then this guy Bonga Pesi, who obviously commented down as well that we're going to also talk about it, said fake doctor. And Musa responded by just laughing, which, what do you mean fake doctor? Guy did study, honey, okay? Not honey, anyway. So then the guy said that this must be female mates because you've betrayed all your male mates. None of them wish you well, I include myself. Then Musa said that, Percy, don't do this. You stole from my house. You can't steal 15,000 rands and think we're still cool. Nope. So of course this had people buzzing, you guys, to say, oh, is Dr. Musa a horrible friend and all that shit. And then obviously the friend, obviously him saying that the friend stole 15,000 rands from his house. And I'm just out here like, no, actually Dr. Musa is quite nice, because you can't steal 15,000 rands from my house and expect that we're still going to be friends. Actually, you can't steal 15,000 rands from my house and expect to still be working out there free, because I would have called the cops on your behind so that your behind would be behind bars, okay? Because I was definitely not going to have that. I feel like this is a topic that I always talk about in terms of whenever I give advice. I mean, I'm 29 years old, so I'm not like old to a point of like I've experienced life on its whole, you know, like I'm 80 years old, I have got all this wisdom. But when you're busy suffering, trust me, you will see a lot of things, and I've been there before. And so I can boldly tell you that if you don't have money, trust me, friends are very, very scarce, honey, okay? So it has definitely proven to me that friends are just those kind of people that are actually in your life if they can benefit something from you. So if they can't really benefit from you, they kind of like, go away and stuff like that. So I personally just feel like, Dr. Musa, I'm sure he's a very busy man. I mean, he's a doctor. I don't know if he's practicing, but I'm sure that the time that he had to be studying and all that, it had to take a lot of his time, because you guys do know that, like, I went to Medunsa, so I do have doctor friends, and I used to see how much they had to study, because they always had a lot of things that they actually had to do, practicals and all that. So I'm sure he didn't have time, enough time to be like out there with them guys that probably are home the whole day. They just wait for a gig, they go for that gig for one night, come home and all that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But the advice that I definitely give is that if you are someone that still believes that your friends are the ish, your friends actually like love you, 98% of your friends don't even like you. Not to talk of love, honey, okay? Don't even like you. I actually did a video even with my husband on our vlogging channel. I'm sure I'll put a card if I can. And we're talking about how his friends actually used and dumped him, and they basically wanted him and I to split. And he was not seeing it at the time, but thank God that he actually got to see. So if you guys want that whole story, you can go ahead and watch. I'm sure I'll put a card somewhere here. So all I'm basically saying is that don't ever sacrifice your life for friends. I feel like Dr. Musa, as long as he's still nobody's money, he's not still nobody's girlfriend, then he's a great friend. I mean, honestly, he's a great friend. Like, the problem again is that people these days, or older people, some older people, they expect you to have that friendship of like in high school. In high school, yeah, we could be best friends, we could hang around all the time and whatnot. But when you're actually an adult that is trying to get their life together and trying to collect that coin, honey, you don't have time for nonsense, you guys. To be honest with you, I have friends that I can speak to like once in every 2 weeks, and we are just like, okay, yeah, we're good. Like, whenever time comes that we can meet, it means that I was not too busy, and I'm sure they were not too busy, so we can meet. But trust me, no friend is my first priority in life, okay? Because I know that this is, honey, once you don't have anything, ain't nobody going to be close to you. And I've said this, and someone was like, no, my friends are great. And I looked at her and I was like, girl, you are a doctor. Of course everyone's going to be close and okay with you, because you came from varsity and you immediately got a job, and obviously we're earning a lot of money. But if you're someone that has ever gone through like hardships in life, you will then understand that people don't care about you. People don't care about you. Your friends don't care about you. Like, they are there because of right now it's beneficial for them. It may be that maybe you tell funny jokes and they like laughing, or it may be that maybe you are someone that they see potential and they feel like when you rise, they also want that rise. But if they come to a point where they cannot benefit a single thing, trust me, the only person you're going to be having is your siblings, honey, your mother's children, and your spouse if you actually got a right one. So I honestly just feel like I'm very much disappointed with Clement. I'm very much disappointed with him, because the person I feel like he is someone that is in the public eye, and him saying things like that, obviously he knows that people would start looking at Dr. Musa in a different light. I mean, I've never seen this guy do anything sketchy, honestly. I've never. And I feel like he's one of those people that definitely mind their businesses. So I mean, I do not know obviously if he has done those things like steal people's money, steal people's women, and maybe try to screw people up, like sabotage their jobs. Then I'd say that, oh, okay, he is a bit sketchy, human, but a bit sketchy. But to be honest with you, I've never had those kind of things. And I feel like sometimes whenever you come out and you say that, oh, these people just don't know the real him, why don't you go out there and then expose the real him, so that whenever you're talking, we're not going to be left out here like speculating, oh, what did he do or what did he not do. So yeah, I think this whole video, I'm basically just trying to give you guys a lesson to say that I know that it may be nice to have friends, I know that it may be nice to hang out with people, but especially like to my sisters that are in uni, the university and all that, don't ever not study because you're going out to be with your friends, because you guys, it's nice, it's fun. Guess what they are not going to tell you is that your friend might actually, when you go home to sleep because you're tired, that friend might actually be someone that studies best at night, and when you go to write, they'll be telling you, oh, I didn't study as well, I fell asleep, oh my gosh, I don't know anything about this. But when the test comes back, you have passed. Why did you pass this test when I just failed? You didn't study, I didn't study, so what's happening? Others are basically studying behind your backs, and those are the kind of people you still call friends. I also had the same situation. I'm sure I'll talk about it and stuff like that, but to be honest with you, I just want you guys to actually understand and know that friends ain't jack, okay? Don't ever sacrifice your happiness, don't ever sacrifice anything for a friend. A friend is someone that you just see if you have time. If you don't have that time, and sit your behind down, study your books or work, make your money and move on with your life, honey, okay? So basically, that's what I just wanted to say. I feel like Dr. Musa probably is just living his life, doing his own things, and people are obviously going to feel some sort of way. And the other guy that was basically talking about you betrayed all your what after you don't steal a whole 15 grand, allegedly. That's horrible. Like, you can't even expect. Actually, why are you even having your phone? Because you should be in jail if obviously what he's saying is the truth. So, you know, that's how it is, you know. After they use you, they still want you to be a doormat. And once you realize that they're using you as a doormat and you're like, oh hell no, they now start calling you a bad friend. So you need to be very much careful with a thing called a friend. And I'll leave you with this one thing. If people did not have friends that they trusted and told them their secrets, nobody's secrets were going to be out here. But we know so many secrets about so many people because of friends. So anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Do you think that Dr. Musa is a horrible friend or a horrible person? Which I truly honestly have not seen anything myself that can say, yeah, he's a horrible friend, until they bring some proof. Dr. Musa is a great friend. Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye.